The bus crash that killed a 9-year-old schoolboy on the Hunter Valley late yesterday has become more heartbreaking. The little boy's brother is still in intensive care, clinging to life. And we learned today their father was on a charity bike ride helping others when tragedy struck. Ashley Brown reports tonight from Singleton, a town in shock, a community in mourning.
Despite their inconceivable grief, this broken family is thinking of others. The Dunn family knows the entire town is hurting with them.
It's just going to affect the whole school community. It's just horrible.
Harry survived by his younger brother Luke, but he was one of 2 boys critically hurt in yesterday's bus tragedy. The principal spoke with their brave mother today.
When I expressed our concern and our love at her loss, she was more worried about the children here, and that shows just the calibre and the quality of the family.
The bus was at the end of its run through Singleton when a prime mover crashed into its path. Craig Buckton carried 2 of the children from the wreckage.
There was a lot of mayhem and things, a lot of panic going on. We just sort of grabbed the kids and tried to take them off the bus and sit them down.
In the crash chaos, it was soon realised Harry had been fatally thrown from the bus. Several other children were badly hurt, including Jacob Simpson.
When officers arrived, it was quite chaotic. There was parents arriving fairly soon after the accident. As you can appreciate, small town, the word travelled around fairly quickly.
The hard news was delivered to the boys' schoolmates this morning. Harry was a popular boy who will be sorely missed.
Wonderful, wonderful, outstanding young boy. Always had a smile on his face. A friend to many. Just a great young fella.
This isn't the first time locals have seen carnage at this intersection.
I'm scared that something like this is going to happen again.
And you can see why. Big trucks constantly use this route, even though the roads are narrow. And locals say with all the heavy vehicle traffic, the stop signs can be easily missed.
A fatal mistake crash investigators suspect the truck driver made yesterday.
Just offer a little prayer for them, for their soul.
The Catholic school is organising a service where locals can mourn a tragedy no faith can explain. In Singleton, Ashley Brown, 10 News.
Each time there is a tragedy like this, it's followed by a chorus of calls for seatbelts to be made compulsory on buses, but very little seems to be done.
Well, this time experts say enough is enough. Christian de Garis has been delving into this today. Christian, New South Wales clearly dragging its feet on bus safety.
Bill, the government's been receiving reports on this issue since the early 90s. I've been speaking throughout the day to parents heavily involved in the lobbying for seatbelts on school buses. They said they were just devastated when they heard another New South Wales student had died on a bus. They say the situation is completely unacceptable. When these New South Wales kids get on a bus, they're not as safe as those in other states. Along with Victoria, we're the only state not to make seatbelts compulsory on school buses.
I don't understand why we don't have them and everyone else does. Everyone should be uniform all over the country.
The community would be very frustrated and angry, I would think, to know that successive governments have looked into this issue and they have not acted.
A report commissioned in 1993 led nowhere. 8 years later, Ausroads looked into the issue and the latest committee set up last year will soon deliver its recommendations.
Seatbelts in cars, no-brainer. Seatbelts in coaches, no-brainer. Seatbelts in school buses should also be a no-brainer.
We need to do it once and do it right. So we need to make sure that whatever cost is involved, all of that sort of stuff needs to be looked at, as well as the logistics of how and where the seatbelts go into what buses.
Western Australia has almost finished fitting seatbelts to its school bus fleet at a cost of about $50 million.
We need action here. The O'Farrell government can show leadership, step into line with all other states.
Today, the Transport Minister said little except that she encouraged debate on the issue. Now, that report that's due to be handed to the government any day now is limited to school buses on regional and rural roads, so there will still be a lot more debate to come on this issue.
Christian, thank you.